Hey guys, welcome to Marcus Loves Movies. My name is Marcus Lee and welcome to my Moonfall review, the brand new sci-fi epic from King of Disaster, Roland Emmerich. I was really excited about this one. I'm going to give you a quick plot outline and then we'll get into the review. The world stands on the brink of annihilation when a mysterious force knocks the moon from its orbit and sends it hurtling towards a collision course with Earth. With only weeks before impact, NASA executive Joe Fowler teams up with a man from her past and a conspiracy theorist for an impossible mission into space to save humanity. So like I said, I really like the trailer for this film. I was excited when I saw it at the back end of 2021. I thought, right, this is something to be excited about in February 2022, because I love big screen sci-fi entertainment, love Interstellar, love Gravity, love 2001, anything like that. Big screen sci-fi entertainment, you've got me, you've got my money, I will be there. So I feel like this trailer did a number on me because it missold me something, and I don't know if you could tell where this review is going to go already. Please don't switch off because I'm going to explain, but I feel like the trailer, yeah, it did a number on me. So going to see this film, and the opening of the film is very similar to that of Gravity, so it almost felt like a carbon copy of what they did at the start of Gravity, but there you go, great film. Maybe they didn't realize they were ripping it off, I'm sure they did. So the opening happened and the rest of the film plays out, and the first kind of 20-30 minutes of the film, nothing massively special. Lots of science chat, lots of gibberish, lots of stuff that's probably going to go over your head because they're trying to explain the science and justify why these astronauts are going to have to go into space. So there's all of that stuff that happens in the beginning, but I'm expecting it's going to get better as it goes along. Basically, it turns out that out in space somewhere, there's this weird black swarm, alien type of thing, which has attacked NASA's astronauts on previous missions. So at the start of the film, we learned that years earlier, Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry, they'd been out in space, they'd been on a mission, then the mission went bad because this alien swarm attacked the ship, but only Patrick Wilson saw it. So when he comes back to Earth and he's trying to explain to his bosses why the mission went badly, he's talking about this weird alien black swarm thing that he saw. No one believes him, so he's fired. He becomes a disgraced astronaut. So he's a former astronaut now, just going about doing his business, fixing cars, and this is all part of the build-up. This black swarm, do you remember? It reminded me of Lost when you had that black smoke monster which went around the island. So if you imagine that black smoke monster, but with 2021 CGI, that's basically it. So basically this film is about this swarm which is affecting the moon, and that then is going to lead to Earth being wiped out. So the US has to go into space to save the day. Yeah, that is it. What a weak idea. What a basic idea. And this is the first criticism of the film. It is such a weak script. It doesn't make any sense at all. And listen, it doesn't have to make perfect sense. We're used to science babble and talk just to justify a reason for why someone needs to go into space to save the day. We've seen these movies before. It's just that there are so many things in the script which make no sense at all. I mean, the fact is, Halle Berry and Patrick Wilson, they're going back into space, but you've also got this character played by John Bradley, who plays a conspiracy theorist, and he's given reasons why, Earth has been at risk, why the moon is in trouble. He's given all these reasons, and then for some reason, he's the guy, this random conspiracy theorist, that NASA decide, hey, well, yeah, we're going to send you into space as well. So it doesn't matter that they've got a team of so many astronauts, so many skilled people, so many scientists. We're going to send this random conspiracy theorist into space with you because he's going to be the guy who's going to help to save the day. That makes no sense at all. The dialogue is so bad in so many places. I mean, here you've got these fantastic actors. You've got Halle Berry, Oscar winner, Patrick Wilson, these seasoned actors who've done so many fantastic projects, but they can only work with what they've got on this script. And there were certain scenes when they were saying things to each other that just didn't make any sense at all. Lines that are so bad that I'm sure behind the scenes they must have been looking at each other thinking, what am I saying? I mean, the words on the page, have you ever done that thing where you've read something, whether it's a script or a poem or just a piece of writing, and you've read a sentence and then you've read it and you've thought, actually, hang on a minute, that doesn't make any sense. And you've gone to the person who's written it or someone else and you've said, Hang on, read this out loud. Does that make any sense to you? There are so many bits in it like that. It's just bad dialogue. Michael Pena, another fantastic actor, he's in this and he's playing the role of a new partner of Patrick Wilson's ex-wife. So obviously Michael Pena and Patrick Wilson's character have some friction because, you know, we're talking about new partners and kids are in the mix and all that kind of stuff. However, Pena's role is a carbon copy of a role of another guy in the film 2012, also directed by Emmerich. So in that film, you've got John Cusack, who's the lead, and then Cusack and his missus have split up, and now the missus has a new partner, and again there's friction, and it's just copied from one film to another. It's like, let's create some new characters, let's create something interesting, let's not just rip off what we've done previously, Roland. As I was watching this film on screen, in the action sequences, the CGI I thought looked a little bit odd. It had this hyper real look to it, and I thought, what is that about? Have they shot it in a different frame rate? Have they done something special to make it look a certain way? Basically, in my eyes, it looked like the CGI wasn't finished. It's like when you're editing a film and you're working towards your final draft. This was like 3 drafts from completion. It looked like it wasn't quite ready. I thought that was some of the green screen where it wasn't that you could see an obvious line around the actors, but it just looked like it hadn't been finished. Like you're sending a draft to the heads of production and saying, hey, what do you think of this? It's got a bit more to be done to it, but it will be ready. It didn't look ready. It actually had a bit of a look of a computer game. That's the only way I can describe it. So there's a car chase scene where, you know, people are driving and you go off a ramp and then you land on something else, and it looked like Grand Theft Auto. It just didn't look like it had been finished. This film is 2 hours and 10 minutes long, and halfway through the movie, I thought, I just don't care. I just don't care anymore. I couldn't care less what happens next. In fact, if I could care less, I would care less. It was boring. It wasn't interesting. I think I actually fell asleep for a few moments. Maybe it's because it was late in the evening, because my cinema chair wasn't really comfortable, but it just couldn't keep me awake. It wasn't interesting. It was boring. It was bad. I think the best thing about this film was John Bradley, who we all know from Game of Thrones. He plays the conspiracy theorist. He was the comedy in the film. He was the heart and the soul of the film. He was the guy that we really liked and got on board with. Literally, we got on board a rocket ship with him. But I just think he was let down. I feel like this film did a disservice to him because the dialogue was bad, the script was bad. Yes, he's often the butt of the jokes, but it was all written so badly. There's a line about, you know, irritable bowel syndrome. It's like you're just not doing this guy any favors. And I think John Bradley, fantastic actor, great inspiration. But unfortunately, sometimes if you have too many bad things that are attached to your CV, it can do you a disservice. He's obviously got Game of Thrones attached, which is a great thing to have on your CV, but films like this are gonna let him down. And I think, you know what, John Bradley, move away from this, make something else as quickly as possible and put this in your rear view mirror. And maybe I came to this film with the wrong expectations. I was expecting big screen, sci-fi, entertainment. I know it wasn't going to be a 5-star movie. I know it wasn't going to change my life or make me rethink all of my life decisions, but I was expecting more. But then I think back to 2012, wasn't a great film. Midway wasn't a great film. Not as bad as I think many other people thought it was, but just not special. But this one just sucks. It sucks bad. It's a disappointment. It's a disappointing film. And all I can say is that, you know, some of the CGI was good, some of it was all right, but overall, just not a good movie. And, no spoiler here, but the way that the film ends is there's hints that there could be a sequel. And I just thought, nah, mate, don't do it. Don't do it. Not interested. Don't do it. Please, please don't do it. So my official Marcus Loves Movies rating for Moonfall is, mini drum roll, 1.5 stars. I'm giving this film 1.5 stars because whilst it was bad and very bad, I'm giving it that extra half star because there were some parts where I thought it's a little bit entertaining. Yeah, there's some good stuff happening on screen. So on that level, I'll give it an extra half star. It's not a complete 1-star movie, but it had so much potential. There could have been so much done. There could have been a better script and it would have been a much more enjoyable film. But yeah, a disappointment. But what do I know? I'm just a reviewer on YouTube. I'm one person. Those are my thoughts. I would love to know what you thought of Moonfall. Did you think it was a better film than I've made it out to be? Or do you think it doesn't deserve 1.5 stars? Do you think it deserves 1 star or 0 stars? Let me know what you thought. I don't know why I did that because that says the film is good and it isn't a good film. Let me know what you thought of Moonfall. Do that by leaving a comment in the comment section. And whilst you're here, if you come this far, can I say thank you for watching this video all the way through? Can I encourage you to give this video a thumbs up? And if you like movie reviews like this one, if you like your trailer reactions and your movie discussion, can I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and to also hit the notification bell to this YouTube channel so you're notified every time I release a brand new video. Thanks for watching my Moonfall movie review. Please stay tuned for the next one and I'll see you again soon. So until then, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching.